Hey everyone, Jamie Pay here. Welcome to this video. Super excited about this one. We're going to jump back into embellished clusters. Maybe we call this one Embellished Clusters 102. Let's get started. Okay, I have gathered several blue-hued basically scraps of paper here, mostly all, not mostly all, 49 to market. I'm kind of in the blue mood right now, so that's why I've grabbed these. And I had so many scraps, I thought this would be a great way to start this next video in our Embellished Cluster series. Okay, so what I have here is Sizzix Tim Holtz Postal. I just literally just grabbed this particular die set. There's several of these elemental types that he has, and I just grabbed this one, and we're just going to make it work. So what I'm going to do here is, you can see, well, yes, you can see there are 49 pieces to this set. So we have this lovely envelope, and then these postage dies, and kind of like these label things happening here in different sizes. And then there's some different elements in here as well. And as I had said in a previous, in Embellished Clusters 101, I said, you know, maybe I should do a video and just use this die set. And I got a rousing yes, please do. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm just going to cut a bunch of this up. I'm not even worried about what is getting cut up. I'm just going to cut up. Okay, so now you can see I have a mess of cutouts going on here on my table. And do you remember the formula from the first video that I did? Well, if not, you can go back and watch that video. There is a formula for, like, you know, the basic, the 101 of how I do embellished clusters. So in that video, one of the things that we talked about was backgrounds. Now, a background can be anything as long as it's in the background. Kind of sound like Dino, really, don't I? So I'm constructing our background right now for this one. So it's going to be this envelope. This envelope was one of the dies in this Postal kit, and my scrap paper was slightly small for the full envelope die cut, but it's actually going to be okay because it's like too small here, but that's not going to be seen because it's in the background. You're going to see what I mean in a minute. And I might have gone too far up with my adhesive here, so let me just make sure I've got that so it's not showing as much as possible. Okay, so that's our background. The next thing we had in our formula in that video, and now remember, I just want to reiterate, that was 101. That was just super basic. We're kind of building on the basics right now. So the next thing we had was a ticket. Well, I don't have a ticket from this if we're going to stay beholden to this collection that we have here. But I do have part of the label, and if you can tell on there, it has a little bit of an embossed edge, which I super love. So I'm going to go ahead and make that my ticket. Because at this point with the formula, what you can do is pretty much just put anything in place of, you know, the background. What do you want the background to be? Well, it could be a scratch. It could be a tag. It could be a circle. It could be this envelope. Ticket. What do you want the ticket to be? Well, it could be something the size of a ticket. And we're going to use this. Basically, it's a label. So now one of our friends is the adhesive foam, double-sided adhesive foam. Okay, so see how we just covered up the short part of our envelope there? So that worked out just perfectly. Love how that worked out. Okay, so the next thing in that formula was a label. Well, that's a label, but so is this a label. I think I'm going to use this one. It's going to be a matter now of deciding where I want it to live. I think I'm going to have it live over here, but I don't know yet. I'm not sure because I'm going to go ahead and go down to the leaves. The leaves is the next thing in my formula. And so for leaves, I am going to use leaves because I don't have leaves in this die set and I still want to stick with leaves. Now these are also 49 a market. They're an acetate. I've already trimmed some leaves from here. I'm not going to put this in place yet because once I know where this label is going to live, then I'll cut these leaves out and I will stick them underneath with either the foam tape or glue. So this is our label. It's just going to kind of hang out there for a minute. We have our leaves. The next thing I have on my list is florals. Now, okay, I had a couple of florals here. I cut this out from the scraps of pattern paper I had also. I thought they were super pretty like that. So this is probably going to just kind of hang out maybe right here because I also know that I need a sentiment. And for this sentiment, I was going to use one of the die cuts because I need a graduation card for a graduate in our neighborhood this week. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of like be special delivery because it's for a graduation. And so at this point, what I'm going to do is layer this so that it can go over my label. And I'm going to see if I can pop it up. At this point, I'm also going to grab a piece of the 1/8 inch foam adhesive. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it or not, but we're going to see. And yeah, that's not going to work. Okay, so plan B is wondering if that's going to stay up with just the two little square foams. I honestly don't know. We're going to have to just kind of check it out and see if this is something that's going to work for us. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and center this on here. I'm going to attach it lightly to start. Actually, it is kind of hanging over a little bit, and that's okay. I'm kind of okay with that. If you follow me here at all, that's one of my things is I don't like elements completely layering perfectly on top of something else. Now, another thing I had also in place of a flower could be this butterfly, which is kind of fun also. Or we do this and the butterfly on top, maybe. The things underneath don't always have to show, but they're part of the background, and so they still give some base, if you will. They give foundation and anchor. Anchor is actually the word I probably want to use. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the label on. Just a couple pieces of the square, tiny squares, double-sided adhesive. Gonna layer it so this kind of comes over here on this edge a little bit. I think this floral is just gonna have a little bit of glue. I hope this works. When you start to lay it down with a little bit more permanent glue, you're like, oh, I hate that. I hope that works. Then on the back of my butterfly, which I am gonna put there, I am gonna use this 1/8 inch adhesive and just do a strip right down the middle of its body. You saw that I already folded it because I am going to want it to have a little bit of a flight pattern going on. So this goes here. Okay, at this point, I'm going to come in here and trim up. Actually, first, I have an idea for something. Part of this die set collection are these very little numbers. And since this is going to be a graduation gift, I'm thinking of coming in here and just putting the year that I can kind of as a tuck in. If I die cut this 2 and this 3 up here, I think I can make it fit just right like that. So I'm going to do that real quick. Just going to shimmy this here on the very edge. And in these little instances, what I like to do is put my die in place. And I don't want it to move, right? So I'm going to grab the mint tape. And once I'm super sure of where I want this to live, then I can tape it down. Did you see me? I did that kind of fast. All right, I'm going to run this through. I just need to peel all my pieces off. Actually, I probably can just pull out, yeah, I can pull out that negative on there. So I think I want to do that. I might need to just trim this down just a touch. Going to attach that foam adhesive on the back and literally tuck it in. My 3 is slightly off, but I think I'm just going to embrace it. So now at this point, I'm going to trim these leaves and tuck them in here. And for this, I will be using a little bit of glue at the base. Kind of tuck that in there. It's going to need a minute to set up. Then I'm going to cut this. That's what I love about these guys is that, you know, you can use them as their whole entire piece like that, but you can cut them up too, which, you know, I'm always cutting the stuff up. Has a little sharp edge there. I'm going to trim it. I think I'm going to come, let's see. I think I'm going to come down there just like I showed you. I always do that. I kind of like, okay, do I want it there? And I always do want it there. So I don't know why I hesitate. So then, just by point of review, our background here is, and you know what, I'm going to go back. You're going to watch. I'm going to go back. I'm going to fix that and cut out another little stamped image and redo my 2 and my 3. It's just off enough to bug me. But here's my point. I have my background. My label is in the place of my ticket. My ticket. Yeah, my label's in place of the ticket, the polka dot right there. And then I have a little label that's in there, that darker. Then I went ahead with a sentiment and popped it on top, and it's a die cut, so it's super fun how it can kind of see through and have all that that distance between its previous layer. Instead of a floral piece, I used this butterfly. And then leaves. I have these little green leaves that are back here. I'm letting them dry. Once they're dry, I will probably go back in and bend them just a little bit so that they are not flat, because, you know, we can't have the flat. And I'm going to come back. This was a little bonus part. I'm going to come back and fix my 2, 3. But that's just kind of where we're at with this embellished clusters. 102. Is it 102? Did I say that previously? And just taking how we started before with our basic formula and then making what we have to work. I just used these pieces and made them work. And I could probably even here with this, you got a background, we have another piece, we have this piece, we have probably could pop that up. I have all these arrows that might want to come in here, and I'm not going to complete this, but you probably just get the idea of just taking your pieces and layering them. And really, I believe the elevation with the foam adhesive is really key in making these pieces work so well. So I'm going to attach this to my card. I'm going to pop a little note inside here and some money, you know, because graduation. And that is how this came together today. So thank you so much for watching. I would love a thumbs up if you care. And if you don't subscribe already, I would for sure love you to be part of our community. And if you have any questions, of course, ask them. If there's something else you want to see, I'm up for using one of the other Tim Holtz die sets in the next video, so let me know. Let me hear from you. I'm eager to help show you how to use your stash or to use your new stuff. So I'll see you in the next video.